Hey guys, Will here, and this is a guest narration battle for Ragekwt because he's a homo and he doesn't really feel like doing his narration or something. So, as well as I just thought it would be a really good battle because it is. Anyway, so he leads out with a Bisharp and the other guy has a Crustle, and Bisharp uses his Rock Polish right off the bat to get his speed all nice and sexy. And so now he's nice and fast, and the Crustle is thinking about what he wants to do, and he just decides to Stealth Cox because he likes to put dick all over the place because he likes it in the butt. So Bisharp uses Stone Edge because Rock is super effective against Bug, and that thing is Bug Rock, and it doesn't resist it, so that's good. And it does about 2/3, and the other guy is like, okay, look at me, I'm going to set up like a bitch. So he sets up some more and puts some spikes, and Bisharp is like, alright, I'm just going to stay here, alright, bro? And the other guy is like, alright, I don't want to take another Stone Edge, that's not cool. So he sends out Excadrill, because it will resist the Stone Edge, and the Stone Edge misses, and that sucks for Ragekwt. So he decides to go with Night Slash because it's a good stab move, and it's the only thing that he has that'll do a good amount of damage. And the other guy has Brick Break, so he Brick Breaks the Bisharp, and the Bisharp goes all the way down and uses his Sash and survives at 1 HP. So, I'm just guessing on everything here, by the way, because I don't know Ragekwt's team at all. So, yeah. So, Bisharp now uses another Night Slash just to get some more damage off, and because he figured he's going to die now from another Brick Break, so might as well get something going on. And Excadrill is really, really like bulky, both defensive, and I think his special defense is pretty good, so might as well start getting damage off. So that's what he does. And Excadrill is just there twirling his little fingers and like clamping down like a lobster and all that shit. So he sends out a Rotom. Ragekwt sends out a Rotom, and Rotom takes a little damage from Stealth Cox, but not that much. And Excadrill goes away because he's like, nope, I don't want to take a Hydro Pump. That's not cool. So he sends out his little blobby, stupid Ragekwt thing, whatever. Who knows what that is? It looks like stem cell research or something. And that's what you know what, I should do that. I should make a Ranunculus and name it Stem Cell Research. That'd be good. So anyway, he gets burned to get some residual damage off, and because he wanted to burn whatever was going to come in, hopefully it would be something attack so that it would take a lot of damage, it would have its damage or attack, whatever. So they trade some electric moves there, Thunderbolt for the Rotom and Thunder for the Ranunculus. And now Rotom goes for the Hydro Pump for the really good stab, and because he can, mainly, hoping that it would KO, but unfortunately it doesn't, and the Ranunculus now goes for a Psychic because he wanted to make sure that he got some damage off because Thunder is only 70% accuracy. And so that's what's going on there, and now the Ranunculus is hanging out, all like flapping its like green bubble wing things, and he brings out, Ragekwt brings out his boner once again. His Morning Wood is out here, gets hurt by the spikes and the Stealth Cox and all kinds of shit. And it's actually, he figured that he would fake out the Ranunculus and use a Zoroark instead, because Zoroark has Nasty Plot and Night Daze, and Night Daze is dark, which is super effective against Psychic, which is what Ranunculus is. So that's what he does. He uses his Nasty Plot, now he's at ×2 special attack, and uses his Night Daze, and that will finish off the Ranunculus, and now he's here with ×2 special attack, and he's like, that's right, bitch, this shit's gonna get rocked. So the other guy thinks about what to bring out, and he brings out Excadrill because he figures he can survive whatever Ragekwt wants to throw at him. And so Ragekwt decides to Focus Blast because it's super effective, but it misses, and that's really homosexual because that means that now Zoroark is going to die because fighting is super effective against Dark. So that really sucks. So Blackness goes down, and his paintbrush hair is no longer. And Excadrill is out here eating his leftovers because he's a fatty. Look at that thing. He's got like a beer belly and everything. And Ragekwt goes to Volcarona because he figured he can get a Quiver Dance up and do some good damage. But I guess when he came out, he was like, oh, damn it, Stealth Cox and Spikes. He can't switch out now because if he comes back in, he'll die from Stealth Rocks. So just has to stay in and hope that a Brick Break won't kill him. But unfortunately, it does with a critical hit. And that sucks for Ragekwt. The only good part, only consolation prize really, is that he has Flame Body, so he gets a burn off on the Excadrill, and now that Excadrill is pretty much worthless because his attack is halved. So that's what's going on there. And Ragekwt only has 2 more Pokemon left, Ferrothorn and the actual Morning Wood, Conkeldurr. And Ferrothorn gets hurt by both the stuff that's set up and takes a Brick Break, but fortunately, it doesn't do that much damage, even though it's super effective because of the burn on Excadrill. So now Ferrothorn is able to get a Leech Seed off, and he's hoping that he can just kind of stall here and get some good HP back and that kind of stuff. But Excadrill is still there, and he's still kind of a threat because of Brick Break, but it's not really that big of a deal. So after all the leftovers, after everybody gets all nice and fat and has their good dinner and all that stuff, Ferrothorn does his Leech Seed and gets some more health back, and is now sitting pretty good at 237. So Excadrill takes another burn, and Ferrothorn, as is always the case with that stupid thing, Leech Seeds and then protects in order to get some more Leech Seed HP on the next turn. Excadrill now goes for a Swords Dance, doubling his attack, but that's kind of like, why you doing that, bro? You burned, so you ain't gonna do nothing. So Ferrothorn he's thinking he's still pretty good. Even if he takes like another Brick Break, it's not going to do too much damage. And the Excadrill is, he's got to be getting nervous now because, look, he's down to like 15 hit points. So takes another burn damage or something like that, he's going to be down and out, especially with Leech Seed. So Ferrothorn now takes a Brick Break and survives it handily because he's Ferrothorn and he's the fucking shit. And, oh, Excadrill gets hurt and killed by Iron Barbs, and that kind of sucks for Ferrothorn because he can't get more HP back. But at least now he can set up his stealth rocks of his own, and now it's looking pretty good. I think it's 3-2 right now. And Hydreigon comes out for Azurill, and Ferrothorn is like, alright, well, I'm not going to be able to survive with Flamethrower or whatever you want to throw at me. Fire Blast, okay, yeah, whatever. And so Ferrothorn takes that to the face and goes down, and that's unfortunate. So Ragekwt only has one Pokemon to go, and that would be Conkeldurr. And that kind of sucks, but he's going to have to make it work. I mean, got to do something. So this is a good matchup for him, Hydreigon versus this thing, because Conkeldurr can do some, he can use close combat or something like that, and really do some good damage to the Hydreigon. So Hydreigon goes first because Conkeldurr is slow as balls, and he goes down to 51 HP, and I think this Conkeldurr is actually specially defensive as far as like EV spread. And so he's able to survive that Dragon Pulse and KOs the Hydreigon with Drain Punch. So now Conkeldurr is at 162 HP, and that does gets a good amount of HP back. And after the Shell Bell, I don't think he has leftovers. He has actually Shell Bell. Yeah, Shell Bell. He gets up to above half HP, so that's good for him. And now he's got 2 Pokemon to go, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. So Jellicent comes out and uses a Surf. And once again, because of the special defense EVs that this guy has, he can survive it, and he goes back to, ironically, exactly 51 HP, just like the Hydreigon. And uses Payback because he knew that he would go second, and the Jellicent is going down, 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 and it KOs because it's super effective against that Ghost Water thing. So the Jellicent goes down, and with the Shell Bell back up to 95 hit points, the Conkeldurr goes. So Chandelure is the second to last Pokemon this Azurill dude person has, and Morninwood just decides to go for another Payback because he's not going to go first. He's slow as hell. So that's what he does, and the Shadow Ball doesn't do that much. And if you notice, the Chandelure isn't even level 100. It's level 62. So perhaps if it was level 100, it would have KO'd the Conkeldurr. Probably. I mean, we don't know. But anyway. He takes it out, and that's what you get for having a level 62 Pokemon in a level 100 battle, man. And the last Pokemon is his Crustle, and that thing's at almost no hit points, and so all he has to do is any kind of attack and it's down. But wait, he goes first, X-Scissor, and look at that, the Conkeldurr survives at 1 hit point. So with that Drain Punch, that final Drain Punch, that's it. The Conkeldurr takes a shit and comes all over the fucking Azurill, because you can shit out your dick. And there you go. Ragekwt actually wins the match because he survives that final X-Scissor. Pretty sexy shit right there, man. So, catch you guys later and hope you enjoyed the battle. Peace.